Hi guys, this is how to do investigation number 1, take 2. Um, Welcome. This is how we're going to be doing our class this year. This is going to be a format I'm going to keep throughout the whole year. So at the top, I don't know, scrolling, at the top of our Google Classroom, we've got the key handout, and then we will have 9 periods for AP US History. So period 1 is a very short unit. It's only 5% of the national test, so we don't spend a ton of time on it. And it ranges in time from 1491 to 1607. The title of this is Three Worlds Meet. So I'm pushing this out to you guys today at 5, so you will be able to see it then. So if you click on the assignment, you will have all the assignments in one spot. So I want to tell you a couple things. I'm going to post the video link right here because it's freezing on me. The due date for this assignment might change. I still don't know the exact schedule we're going to be following this year, which is a little stressful, but it will all be okay. If I do anything to the due date, I will make it due later than what I have. And I have it as the due date as Monday, August 31st at 12 noon. So that's the very earliest it will be due. Also, it will not be worth 100 points. Usually investigations are worth 15 points, but last spring the administration told us how to grade. I don't know if they're going to do that again. I figured 100 points makes it easy to convert into whatever kind of thing that we end up using. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so you want to start here. In our class, we're going to have investigations. That's how we look at our history. Most units will have 3 investigations. This one, again, is short. It only has 2. You notice that it always will tell you up at the top right-hand corner what period we're in, and then in the middle is what the investigation number and title is. So just as a side note, in my grade book, this would be recorded as period 1, investigation number 1. So usually I do abbreviation. So P1, I1, pre-contact. Okay, so that's how you can kind of follow that along. Now the key concept comes from the College Board from what's called the CED course exam description. So read through that. I'm not going to do that with you right now because you guys will look at this on your own. But read through that. I also try to break it down in a little bit more user-friendly language. And then down here, I've got the themes. So we're going to be coming back to these themes more as time goes on. So just kind of note what themes it's going to be addressing. In this case, it's Geography 1.0 and 2.0. Okay, coming right here to this where it says topic 1.2. What is that? Again, this is from the College Board. I know it's weird because it doesn't start with topic 1.1. That is actually just like a schema kind of a thing. So we're not going to do that. But we're going to start. I want to keep it organized in this manner so I know where things go with the College Board, et cetera, et cetera. So that's that. And the title to this topic is Native American Societies Before European Contact. Then you're going to have some targets. In this case, this investigation is all about topic 1.2, just how it worked out, okay? So target 1.1, and the targets under number 1 would have the same you will task. But if you notice here, 1.1, this is the skill that you're going to be doing, contextualizing, and then this is the kind of the topic breakdown. Okay, so the you will statement is very important. Read that. That's what you're expected to be able to do. So in this case, you will be able to explain how and why. Okay, and then I give you specific directions. It says read pages 4 through 13 in your textbook. I know you guys don't have textbooks. It says posted in Google Classroom as textbook reading number 1. So I'm trying really hard to label things exactly what I put in the directions. So textbook reading was right there. Should be clear and easy to read. Okay, and then if you notice, it says here, I have the answer space preset for bold 14-point font in blue. So if I go down here, you can see that is a nice, easy color on my eyes, and being a little bigger and a little bold makes it a little easier. Reading all these things on electronic versions is very taxing on your eyes. So please don't change that. I appreciate that. Okay, and then these questions here, it tells you what section the question will be in. For each of them, so you're going to read 4 sections of text, or 5, excuse me. And then please make sure when you're answering questions from the textbook that you use complete sentences unless I tell you can bullet. Okay, a few of them along the way you can bullet. So I won't always put this direction here, but for now I will. Okay, going down here, you notice it says target 1.2. Well, it's still target 1 technically, so it's still the same you will statement. You're still trying to practice and gain the specific amount of content related to this you will learning objective. For this one, your task is your skill you're practicing is comparison, and the topic is Native American groups. Okay, here we go. Specific directions. Read the attached handout called Cultures of the Americas. Now, this is on the Google Classroom. I didn't write that in those directions, but it is there. All the readings should be there. So right there, it's called the same. Okay. And you guys are going to be noting some similarities and differences. Make sure you're specific. We can't be vague in APUSH. We need to be very, very, very specific. Okay, so you got to do that for a few things. Okay, target 1.3, if you notice, still target a 1, so therefore it is still the same you will statement. The skill you're practicing here is evaluation and has to do with the importance of corn. So that might be a topic you never really thought about being important, but it sure is. So specific directions, read the handout on the Google Classroom, spanning the gap, the importance of corn. This one comes from National Park Service, kind of cool. So you can click on that and read that. Okay, and for this one, you're going to do a 3-2-1 activity. 3-2-1 activity, I broke it down right here. This is the only time I'm going to give you the directions for the 3-2-1 activity like that. But in the future, it's right here on the Google Classroom posted to the top. Okay, so keep that in mind. And when we move into our specific period, like whatever class periods were assigned, then I will make sure those are included. Okay, so you're going to answer those things right here, and look, that's it for this one. Okay, so again, usually you will have 3 investigations. The lengths will vary. This is on the short side. The next one you're going to do will be a little longer, but the goal is that all this information has to do with pre-contact, before the natives make contact with Europeans, and answering this, in this case, answering this learning objective here. All right, great. Thanks, guys. Let me know if you have questions.